Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done a review. I've done a few series as of late, mainly from Prime and Netflix, but it's been a while since I've done an actual movie review, and that's mainly due to timing. I've just been very busy with school and work as of late, but I did just go see Venom with my wife. We had a date and it was just a really good time. So I really hope you do enjoy the review. Again, if you are a listener to our Geek Out podcast, we will be back next week. We're taking a break this week because Tisa Wabisa is currently out. But we do have a lot of cool content that will be coming up, and I'll do that on a separate video for you guys. So let's get right into it. So as always, we will show you proof that we did go and see the movie. Because we know a lot of people will say, yeah, it sucked, it was really good, this is what happened, but they're pretty much just basing off the trailers and, of course, their own opinion, which, mind you, usually sucks. So, the story of Venom is pretty much this, okay? And any kind of superhero, supervillain type of world, realm, whatever you have it, something always goes wrong. So, same thing happens here. Very beginning, this billionaire, he's trying to make these aliens known as symbiotes pretty much live with humans and put us two together. So this way we can have this sense of hope that we can live in space and prosper. Sounds really stupid, but as all crazy billionaires, they have these really dumb ideas because they have the money to do it. So, of course, it goes bad. The spaceship that they're carrying these symbiotes on crashes. One gets loose, the others are captured, and then he tries to do trials. So the main character is Eddie Brock, whom later you will see and be revealed as the protagonist, right? He starts out great. He has this amazing life. Everything is good. He's living the dream. He has his fiance. And then all of a sudden, his character, which I love, by the way, gets really cocky, overconfident, and then just to the point to where he loses everything. And it's from this point that the character really does start to break free. And the movie itself does as well. Because I'll be honest, the story, nothing really crazy, nothing that we haven't seen before in a sense, but it is very slow. And if you're used to those superhero movies, because let's face it, there's more superhero movies than there are just strictly villain type movies, right? And for this, based off of just the villain, it is very slow. So if you're looking for fast-paced action right from the beginning, crazy stuff happening, you're not going to get that here, at least from the story point. The acting, okay, this is the part where I really feel it deciphers the entire movie, okay? Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock is absolutely phenomenal. Like, his acting really brought us what we love about the character. And me personally, reading the comics, watching the old cartoons back in the day in the 90s, like, it was true Eddie Brock fashion. Not that crap that we saw in Spider-Man 3, right? So the best part of the movie is actually the correlation between the CGI character Venom and Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock. And it is just flat out amazing to hear, see, and feel. Like, you really start getting the character and then rooting for the character and then ultimately just like understanding the relationship that they have, which is chemistry that you wouldn't really see in these types of movies, but it happens and it's great. The other acting and the other characters I feel are so flat, and I don't know if it's because Tom Hardy is just a very outstanding actor to maybe some of these others, but it just feels so bland. I almost feel the characters shouldn't have been in there, and when they are on screen, it's just so dull, even with Tom Hardy there. So that was my biggest thing that I saw, besides it being slow in the realm of characters. But besides that, I mean, they're cool, and the CGI is awesome of how they bring in the new characters, but the acting itself is just very flat, especially towards the beginning. The music is awesome. Very, very well themed. It goes from dramatic to emotional to very dark, and I love how they transition it, especially when Venom becomes a little bit more proactive in the film. They do a really good job of not making the music so much actiony, like you would feel from like an Avengers, but more dark and like driven, and it feels good. It feels like this character actually has a hold of what they want to do, because you don't want to see this villain as a hero, right? You want to see them as this very unique character that may appear that way, but in no correlation to want to save people. And towards the end, you really do get that sense, and it is awesome. So for me, for my review for Venom, I am giving it 3 out of 4 stars. And I know the reviews have been, let's just say, just pretty nasty. Go watch it for yourself. If you're a Spider-Man fan like myself, you will agree, yes, that Spider-Man in this film would have made it better. But the fact that now we know how Venom can be with Tom Hardy, I am rooting for the next Venom movie to have Spider-Man in it, and it will be probably one of the best movies we will see. Guaranteed, hands down, just from the acting we saw in here. But if you are just going in this just because, it's a movie and you like superheroes, I may be a little slow for you. And maybe that's what the critics were talking about, but they just made it seem like it is just awful. But it's not. It's a good movie, just a bit slow. So again, thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Give us a like on our Facebook at Geek Out Podcast. And also, if you could subscribe to our Geek Out on YouTube, that would be really helpful. So I'm gonna let everyone go now if you do not want to hear any spoilers for my Geek Out moment, but thank you all so much again for your support. So now getting to the Geek Out moment. Okay, so my favorite part of the film was towards the end, because you have Riot, which is this other symbiote, which I believe he's a type of leader. I don't really remember him from the comics too much. But I do know Carnage, which I don't want to spoil too much, but they do hint at it towards the end. That's all I'll say. But Venom and Riot have this huge CGI battle, and it is just amazing to see on the detail, especially with the actors while they're, these hosts to these aliens fight, and the action is so intense and so freaking cool. Like, my eyes were literally just not wanting to get off the screen, and it was really awesome. And the fact, too, that it had a bit of, like, comical sense with it as well. My wife really enjoyed that, too. So that was really cool to kind of see. So that was it. My Geek Out moment. Definitely highly recommend go seeing Venom, especially if you're a fan like myself. And I really look forward to seeing where they're going to go next with this. So thank you all so much again for watching. I really hope you do appreciate your weekend. And look forward to more content here from our Geek Out posts. Thank you. Have a great day.